Don't forget to like and subscribe!
Ayaka, Yoimiya, you're already here!
What's going on?
Good morning. Xavier said yesterday afternoon went well.
Yeah, it went really well, actually.
Yeah, and how about you, Ayaka? What were you up to yesterday?
After we split up, Ayato went to see Udex Nervillette at the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, nice.
I was originally thinking of going with him, but he said he could manage it himself. He told me to go see the sights around Fontaine and to enjoy the local culture. So I rode the aquabus with Yoimiya and visited the opera house on Aranias Island.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what we saw there! 2 mechanical puppets that were dancing together! You've already seen them, right?
The Durzev and yes.
Yeah, those two! Amazing, aren't they?
We sat and watched for quite a while. It was mesmerizing. Like we could keep watching them forever.
Did you fight them?
Oh,
Get
it
some
was
materials.
the same for us the first time we saw them, too!
Afterwards, we went swimming at the beach! Well, diving, to be exact. It was the first time I ever breathed underwater! I held Ayaka's hand and we counted down together. 3, 2, 1, and then splash! We were beneath the waves.
They're adorable. Yeah, this is the only place you can swim for some reason. It's really weird.
At first, I didn't dare to open my mouth. But once I couldn't hold my breath any longer, I decided to take a big breath in. Turns out the water wasn't as salty as I imagined. It didn't really taste like anything at all. Before I knew it, I was breathing like normal down there. It was an amazing feeling. Ayaka said I was too nervous and needed to loosen my grip. She got used to everything way faster than I did.
I like the echo thing that's going
the
on.
Traveler could do it, so I had no doubt we could do it too. That helped me feel at ease as soon as we dove in. The underwater world in Fontaine truly is beautiful. I love seeing the romaritime flowers blossoming underwater, like little candles lighting up the streets at night.
Yeah, and there were so many creatures that we've never seen in Inazuma.
Yeah, and they won't fight you either.
Like those fish that shimmer like a sword blade. Whoosh! Oh, and those big fish that call when they see people.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, you mean Hunter's Rays and Blubber Beasts!
I just love the name Blubber Beast. Just wait till Pops and the others hear about this. They probably won't believe a word I say.
How do they continuously make Yoimiya so flippin' cute?
Yoimiya was down there for quite a while. It was dark before we finally rode the aquabus back to the city. I figured she'd want to sleep in today.
Yeah, even I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get up. I still felt like I was drifting in the waves when I went to sleep last night. But as soon as I woke up today, I remembered that we'd all be shooting a film together, and I was ready to go.
Oh, yeah. Yoimiya's gonna be the assistant to Farina. Oh, goodness.
Speaking of the film,
I don't know how that's gonna act.
My brother and Xavier were speaking to the restaurant owner about using the place as a filming location. They should be here soon.
I gotcha.
As for the others, We're here.
Please excuse my tardiness. I just finished the Special Patrol's 6-mile morning jog.
That's a long
wait,
run.
6 miles?
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Oh my god.
I heard you all chatting, so I decided to come down. I sure could use some of that endless energy everyone else has.
Dude, Farina, me and you both. Okay?
Good morning, everyone.
Boarding. Can someone fetch me a cup of coffee? More milk, hold the sugar.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that for you.
No, you can't go anywhere. Please, have a seat over here so I can get started on your makeup.
Right, that might be a
The
minute.
last thing I want is coffee stains on my costumes.
I can get the coffee. It's the perfect job for an assistant.
Right.
So much energy. Seriously,
Oh,
what's your
man.
secret?
I never loved Farina more as right now.
Oh, Yoimiya's always like that. You sure look exhausted, Farina. It's because you're not used to waking up so early, huh?
Of course not. I spent the whole night reading the novel from cover to cover, marking sections that either need to be omitted or adapted.
Yeah, that's fair, actually.
Paimon didn't expect you to be so thorough.
Well, I was the biggest star in all of Fontaine after all. It takes more than just a pretty face to earn a reputation like that. I know how to get serious when the situation calls for it. I went all out when I was acting as an Archon, so why wouldn't I do the same for my own life?
Good point.
Here's your coffee, Director Farina.
Oh, thank you. The sound of being called director and the aroma of coffee feels almost as refreshing as hearing the birds chirping in the morning.
Are we not going to introduce who's who?
It seems everyone has managed to arrive on time.
Or are we
We've
just
reached an
going to
agreement
assume
with the
that they know
restaurant
each
owner.
other's names already?
We are free to use the second floor to shoot our film.
Really? That's great!
He is really looking forward to our film, and hopes that providing his restaurant as a filming location will attract more customers. Well then, Mr. Xavier, I'll leave the rest to you.
Okay, thanks. First, I'd like to introduce our new members. This is our prop manager, Veronique. She'll be in charge of all the film's props and items. And this is Bonneau, our lighting technician. He'll be in charge of lighting and illumination to set up each scene's atmosphere.
Wow. Sure feels like we have some real professionals joining the
Yeah,
crew
this is
now.
an actual big production.
First of all, please allow me to first express my sincerest gratitude to everyone in the crew. When my investor informed me yesterday that he wouldn't be able to provide the funds, I really thought that this was the nail in the coffin for this film. I had no idea that I'd find so many people willing to help me on such short notice. Thank you. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
No need to be so cordial, Mr. Xavier. We're all honored to be a part of this.
Your works made a profound impression on me when I saw them back in Inazuma. I am sure that someday, this film will be remembered as a prime example of cultural exchange between Fontaine and Inazuma.
Yes, the story is the reason I agreed to join. I can't bear to even imagine what this film would look like without the very best director.
Anyway, I would like to make a promise to everyone that as the producer of this film, I'll do whatever I can to ensure that everything goes as smoothly as possible.
I mean, as you should.
This is not just my film. It also embodies the thoughts and feelings of every person here, as well as the endless effort we are about to pour into it. So, without further ado, The Two Musketeers will officially begin filming now!
Okay, great. Claps all around, yes.
You may take it from here, Director Farina.
All right, listen up, everyone. The first scene takes place when the two young musketeers are living at the Baron's home, still unaware of all that is about to happen to them. We'll need props and lighting to set the scene. Our lead actors can go get their makeup done, and extras, please take this time to go over your positions.
I'm assuming Ayaka and Ayato are gonna be the siblings, or the,
Whoa. Seems Farina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Is everyone clear? I don't want anyone traipsing around the set like umbrella finches. All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine. Not the
Yeah,
kind
this-
of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
Seems like she's still a bit traumatized by that.
I mean, can you blame her?
Anyway, let's go see if there's anything we can do to help.
Fiction and reality inside and outside of the frame. So many people to talk to. This is great. Farina.
I don't need any help here. Why don't you try asking someone else?
Okay. Can I just talk to Oh. not them.
Ah, so this is what a musket looks like.
Not exactly.
Yeah, that's I forget what they're called. Flintlock? Something.
Ayaka has mentioned you to me before. She said that you two were great friends when you were kids.
No talking. I'm thinking about how to do your eyeshadow.
Let her visualize it, okay?
Ah, yes. To help me really look the part.
To achieve a more young and naive look for this scene.
Are you saying the wrinkles around my eyes are too deep?
Yes.
You just have too much of a calculating look in your eyes.
Well, that too.
You sure don't mince your words. It seems you really haven't changed much.
Quiet.
Wow, she is bossy. Jesus. Or did you gonna say the same thing? Okay, nothing.
How about here?
A little more to the left.
You got it.
Hey, Yoimiya, do you need a hand?
No, I'm fine. You know, doing the lighting is kind of like designing a fireworks show. It's interesting to imagine what kind of atmosphere the lights will create. I heard that the Traveler will be operating the camera and Paimon will be the clapper loader.
Oh yeah, I
What?
forgot that we were doing that.
Those roles are just perfect for the two of you.
Really? Is that because it'll be easy for Paimon to hold the clapperboard while flying?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, sure, there's that, but that's not exactly what I meant. I just think that after all your journeys together, you two must have developed a super close bond and just naturally know how to work with each other. If I'm not mistaken, the director will want the cameras rolling as soon as the clapperboard goes clack.
Actually, we start rolling before that. The clapperboard just gets edited out in post-production. True.
Oh, I see. It's amazing to see the magic behind filmmaking.
Yoimiya, we need lights over there too.
Oh, on it! I've got to get back to work. Chat with you later. Oh, it's exciting to see so many people working together to bring the film to life.
Seems like Yoimiya's really getting into it. But she was right. We do have a super close bond, don't we?
Of course. I wish I had another thing to say, but yes, we'll go with that.
I'm really happy to hear that.
It's not like I had a choice. Prepare to start. I don't even know what to. Okay. Oh, I see.
So, this is a real musket?
No, it's just a prop weapon.
Not bad. Have you seen a real musket before?
Only in books and newspapers. I made this one based on the relative shape and proportions I saw in reference images. When we're filming, some special gunpowder will be applied around the muzzle, which will help create the flash and smoke effects of a real gun being fired.
Which means it'll be up to the actors to portray the recoil.
That's right. The sound effects for gunshots will also be added in post-production.
Makes sense.
Thank you, Veronique. I think I know where to start now. However, the musket's gears and firing pin could still use some work. Adding some wear on the metallic components will make them appear more realistic. Also, be sure to rub the muskets with some oil each time before we start shooting. That'll give the impression that the firearms have been well maintained.
Good point.
You seem to know a lot, Miss Chevres. I assume you use these types of firearms on a regular basis?
It's literally her job.
Yes, I perform routine maintenance on my weapons every day. Just like we as people need to eat and sleep, muskets need to be cleaned and maintained.
I also perform similar care for my sword every day, and familiarize myself with its shape and weight, to the point where it feels like a natural extension of my body.
Yes, this way, our weapons will never betray us in the heat of battle.
Yes, well said. It seems we have the same philosophy on this topic.
Oh my goodness, they're bonding over her.
Oh, sounds like they found a common
Yeah.
interest to talk about.
Though these props differ from the muskets I use, I can still give you some pointers.
Good. I look forward to your instruction.
First and foremost, never point the weapon at anyone, regardless of whether it's a real or prop weapon or whether you're holding it or it's on the table. This holds for any time when you're not actively engaging an enemy.
Okay, understood.
When aiming the musket, extend your arm so that it's level with your shoulder and use your eye to look down the weapon's sights.
Like this?
Not bad. Now, try saying your lines.
This is the end of the road for you.
Why is she holding it horizontally?
Good. Now
That's
turn
fine,
your
I
body
guess.
a little. That way, you'll give your enemy less of a target to work with. And relax your shoulders. Here, allow me to demonstrate. This is the end of the road for you.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori. Director Farina, there's something I wish to discuss with you.
Oh? What is it?
Like this?
Yes, much better.
What do you think?
I do see your point. But are you sure you wish to do this?
I believe it would be most fitting.
Well, if you insist. All right, I understand.
What did he say?
Miss Ayaka, Miss Chevris, could the two of you please come over here?
Huh? What's going on? Are we gonna start filming now?
Let's go see.
No, they're making an executive decision of
What is it?
something.
I have a question for you, Miss Chevris. Would you be willing to play the role of a musketeer?
What?
To clarify, I would like to turn over my role to Miss Chevris.
But brother...
Don't worry, Ayaka. I actually view this as a good thing. I was becoming troubled trying to set aside some time to speak to the staff at the Palais Mermonia.
Oh,
I'd
I
like to
see.
have some conversations about the cultural exchange between our two countries, and I've heard that the bureaucratic process here can get rather complicated.
Okay, so he wants to do work.
Now, I will
Gotcha.
be able to focus on my work. Besides, you also know that I'm not really one for public performances.
Are you really sure?
From a director's point of view, I also felt like the relationship between the two musketeers in the original story could be improved. The older brother in the story plays the lead role with his overbearing character, but this causes his character to overshadow that of his sister, and the theme of the two supporting and relying on each other isn't conveyed very well. But if we were to change the siblings to two sisters of a similar age, then that aspect of the story might come through more clearly. Also, I've seen you instructing Ayaka. That cold and dignified personality is exactly what we need for the older musketeer.
So, like, the older sister, in
Of
a way?
course, even with all these insights, the decision should still be made by Miss Chevris.
She might not be comfortable with this.
She first mentioned that she really likes the story, right?
This is
That
true.
she'll take the role.
But she will still have to prioritize her work, but you still don't know if she's a big fan of acting. Right, that's what I'm saying.
All right, I'll take the role.
Good. It's decided then. I'll get started on making edits to the script. We'll also need to make some immediate adjustments to the lighting, props, and costumes. I have a feeling that our adaptation will be even better than the original story.
You're doing a great favor for me, Miss Chevris. You have my gratitude.
So we might not see Ayato very much.
Don't mention it. I like this character, so if anything, I should be the one thanking you.
Well, since my brother is the one who brought up the idea, I suppose there's no need to worry. Let's go, Miss Chevris. I look forward to working with you.
Please, just call me Chevris.
Seems like you're really going out of your way to solve the problem I was having with your makeup.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Surely you jest, Chiori. I assure you that I was mostly motivated by a desire to spend more time on formal business.
Yeah, but you know what you did. You know you're helping everybody at once.
Oh, come on. You really think I'd buy that?
Right.
According to what I've heard from Ayaka, her brother is someone who can juggle 10 different matters at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
you have other reasons for backing out.
Perhaps. Ayaka always said she wanted to go out and see more of the world, just like the Traveler. But I feel that she needs not only to see other nations, but also to make some different kinds of friends. I think it would be harder for her to make new connections with me constantly by her side. I would like to give her some space.
Yeah, she might think she needs to be more formal than she actually needs to be.
Go on, spoil her some more.
Mm-hmm.
Ayato, it's too bad you're stepping down from the role. Paimon really wanted to see you act as a musketeer.
This is the punishment you deserve.
No need to poke fun at me. I'd wager that you also felt that I wasn't the best candidate for the role.
It's a little hard for Paimon to imagine you saying those lines.
So are you going to go back to work now?
Yes. I've made an appointment to meet some people from the Palais Mermonia. Now, I will have some more time to prepare.
Traveler, get the camera ready. Paimon, get the clapperboard. Actors, to your positions. We're about to start shooting the first scene.
Go on now. And please take good care of Ayaka.
You know we will.
Don't worry.
You can count on us. Good luck with your work.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing the film when it's finished.
All right. Now that we're all here, let me help set the scene for everyone. The first scene takes place when our two main characters are still living at the Baron's estate. They've been ostracized and verbally abused by others in the household, but they still have no idea why. We want to capture how naive and innocent they are, despite their pain. Chevris will be playing the role of the older sister, Tulip, and Ayaka will be the younger sister, Iris. Be sure to get close-ups of the main characters at the right moment. Silence on the set! Lights, camera, action!
This is great. I love this shit.
Let's go!
Tulip, Mother's been out for quite a while now.
Perhaps she went to pick some flowers on the way home. You know how she loves flowers.
Iris, Tulip, I'm home.
Mother! You were out for so long, we were beginning to worry about you.
I'm sorry, but I'm back now, safe and sound. Here, I brought your favorite treat, apple turnovers.
Mother, what are those bruises on your hand?
Huh? What bruises? Oh, I must have bumped into something while I was working yesterday.
But I didn't notice them this morning.
Then perhaps they're from when I accidentally tripped when I was out just now. By the way, did you have fun playing at home? What's the matter, Iris?
Well, we've realized that no one really wants to play with us.
They even took Iris's doll and spat at us.
And they even called us names. They said we were...
Shh! It's all right, don't worry. Girls, listen to me. It doesn't matter what anyone says. Don't listen to them. No one can define you with such words. You both have wonderful lives ahead of you. Just like your names. You will both blossom like beautiful flowers. Maybe your time to blossom hasn't quite come yet. But one day, you two will bloom more beautifully than anything else. Don't let the soil you're in now ruin your future beauty. Understand? My dear daughters.
And cut!
Okay, great.
Not bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take.
I hope I did the camera act work right.
Also, if our clapper loader could avoid shouting at the start of the scene next time.
Yeah, come on, Paimon, what are you doing?
Oh, got it.
Great. I was a little worried that my nerves would get the better of me. What about you, Chevris?
I felt fine. The lines weren't too difficult at all. Seems like Farina must have adapted the role nicely.
You two were great. I couldn't tell it was your first time acting in a film. You should have more confidence.
Thank you for your encouragement.
Positions, everyone! We'll move on to the next scene after we try a few more camera angles.
Sounds good. Everyone proceeds at a great pace, and once Farina had adjusted some details to her satisfaction...
This scene is when our two characters return home, only to discover their mother has been murdered. Ready? Lights! Camera! Action!
Mother, we're back! Mother? What's wrong, Tulip?
Iris, stay away!
Huh? Why? What's... Mother! Mother... She's...
There's poison in this cup.
Huh? I could have sworn I've seen this kind of cup before.
Those aristocrats. They didn't even try to cover up their actions. Iris, we need to leave this place.
Leave? But now that Mother is gone, where can we even go?
Anywhere. All I know is that we can't stay in this house.
But are we just going to let them get away with this?
We'll have our revenge, I promise you. Just not right now. Come on, let's go.
No, wait. We can't just leave Mother here like this. At least let me leave this rose with her. That's why we went out in the first place. To buy her this flower.
All right. Goodbye, Mother. We'll avenge you. Someday.
And cut!
Okay, great.
Beautiful!
Yeah, that was pretty
Great
good.
performance.
Oh my, you're so amazing, Ayaka! And were those real tears I saw?
Yeah, she got that
How
down
did
pat.
you do it?
Yeah. That's not easy.
I was surprised too.
Thank you for the kind compliments. Actually, as soon as Director Farina said action, I told myself not to think about anything. I just felt the weight of the moment and became the character. It's quite similar to practicing the art of the sword. You clear your mind and focus only on what's happening in front of you.
Ayaka's performance was amazing. Have I discovered
Oh my God.
strategy?
I maybe...
Pipe down, everyone! We need to move on to the next scene!
Alright. A full day of filming on set quickly passes.
Huh? Are we done already? But Paimon wants to keep playing with the clever
Oh my god. I mean, you could probably play with it just outside of the job, I guess.
How do you feel, Traveler? Is your arm sore from holding the camera all day?
A little bit, but it was a lot of fun.
Good work, you two.
You too, Shivers. You were quite the actress today.
I've read this novel many times before. I have a good grasp of my character's mindset. Anyway, do you remember my request from yesterday?
We sure do.
Oh, right! We were having so much fun that Paimon nearly forgot. You have a case where the murders seem really similar to the cases in the novel, right? So, how are they similar exactly?
In the story, the main characters grow up to become two musketeers, always using their guns to carry out their revenge. And on each of the victims, they'd place a rainbow rose as a signal that they've returned.
So you mean there was rainbow roses in your case too?
Yes, that's correct. We found rainbow roses just like in the novel. Seems like you're connecting the dots now.
I mean, I guess it doesn't... It helps that we're acting out the...
Oh, that does sound pretty
the book.
concerning. Especially after seeing the script today. Oh, now Paimon can't stop wondering what kind of ulterior motive the murderer might have. What do you think, Traveler? You're smart. Paimon wants to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, if we're only there to assist, then I think we can join the case.
Good. On behalf of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, thank you for your dedication to justice. There's no time to lose. We should start investigating right away. Follow me.
Huh? Right now? Well, we just got done filming all day. Paimon's so tired.
The most valuable intel always comes after nightfall. They are like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea. If you don't stay vigilant, you will pass right by them in the fog. That's how one of my favorite books always puts it, at least.
So
Yeah, Paimon, get over it.
right now.
Let's start by checking out some workshops that sell mechanical components. If the culprit is making their own weapons, it's very likely that they'll visit those sort of places.
Sounds good. I'm gonna just teleport there because, you know.
Welcome to LeChaux's Clockwork Workshop. How can I help you?
Hello. I'd like to know if anyone has purchased some special components lately.
Special components? Sorry, could you be more specific?
Yeah, that's kind of vague.
I mean the kind of components that aren't typically used for clockwork toys, but for firearms.
Huh? For firearms? No, we don't sell those sort of things here.
Don't misunderstand. I'm not here to cause any trouble. We are merely investigating a case, and we're hoping that you could cooperate.
Well, to be completely honest, I'm not even sure what kind of components that would entail.
Has anyone ever purchased components here as an individual rather than on behalf of an organization?
We have a lot of customers who buy toys, but those who buy components are all regular customers who buy in bulk on behalf of their organization.
Yeah, is there one that's personal?
Is that so? I understand. Thank you for your cooperation.
You're welcome. It's the least I can do.
That voice sounds familiar. I don't know where, though.
Oh, hey, Chevris. Run out of oil for your musket again?
Hello, Estelle. I want to know if anyone has come to your shop recently to order some firearm components.
Oh, is this another case?
Show is.
Let me think. I don't think so. Some people have requested that I make some prop guns for the Fontaine Film Festival, but I refused all of those requests.
Oh, okay.
Oh? Why is that?
Yeah.
Because there's no profit!
Oh,
I only
well,
make things here that can do some real heavy lifting. I don't have the energy to make some new molds just for the festival.
You're not even... You don't even do it.
Then has anybody come specifically looking for mechanical components?
Well, I usually sell off my scrap to the Fleuve Cendre. I don't typically give them to one specific person.
I understand. Thanks for your cooperation.
Don't mention it. Always happy to have the Musketeers' patronage.
Seems like we haven't found any leads to go off yet.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right, let's head to Fleuve Cendre next.
Huh? Are you sure? People might not be so thrilled to see the captain of the special patrol there.
You think so, huh? Then I guess you don't know.
Huh? Know what?
That I grew up in Fleuve Cendre.
Oh, nice.
Hello, I'd like to ask some questions.
I don't know anything.
Wow, that fast, huh?
Don't worry, I'm not here to arrest anybody.
You say that now.
Well, you know...
It's the truth. Here, take this as my guarantee.
Wait, did Paimon just see what she thinks she saw? Is the captain of the special patrol bribing a citizen?
Shut up! Keep your lips sealed and no one will ever know. Besides, it's called buying info. Shut up,
Seems
Paimon.
you're different from the other guards. What do you want to know?
Yeah, I didn't expect her to do that.
Have you heard anything related to muskets in Fleuve Cendre lately? Anything at all?
Muskets, huh? All I know is that about 2 weeks ago, we started hearing some loud noises at night. So loud that it's been waking me up.
Were they gunshots?
Possibly. It's hard to tell around here. Someone's house collapsing, a pipe exploding somewhere, it's all the same. But the noises I'm talking about definitely happened after I fell asleep.
Do you know where the noises were coming from?
I don't remember clearly.
Is it that you don't remember, or that you need to think about it some more?
You tell me.
Oh, wow. Really milking it.
Then please, think about it some more.
She's giving her even more Mora.
Paimon, I didn't see anything. This is great. Maybe she's just giving out some pet. Yeah, I didn't see shit.
The noises came from the end of the Southern Waterway. I came out and had a look for myself when I wasn't sleeping well, but I didn't dare get too close. That's all I know.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Thanks for the pâte de fruits.
No need to be surprised. I grew up here, remember? I know how to get people around here to talk.
What talk? I want some. Yeah.
My apologies. I'm all out of sweets. Though I do have some other tempting snacks in my custody. Fries, fried chicken, and even onion rings.
Wow, Paimon's face. Or her eyes.
But taking care of junk food is my responsibility.
Wow.
You're better off sticking to your normal, nutritious diet.
Oh.
Now then,
Okay,
let's
great.
keep going.
That's a nice way to use her idle animation. That was great. We get to talk to this guy? Yeah, this would be great.
It's been a while, Tetro.
Please, just get on with your request.
I want to know if you've heard anybody talking about muskets lately.
Information isn't free, you know.
Yeah.
I've heard that bandits have been extremely active in the countryside recently, and they've been affecting the delivery of goods to Poisson. I can allocate some more manpower to help out with that problem. What do you say?
You're still as helpful as ever. One of our men got drunk at dinner about a month ago and lost his gun. 3 days later, it turned up in the corner here.
What's weird about that? He just forgot where he put it, right?
I'm sure it's like...
This is Fleuve Cendre, my friend. Anything of value left in the tavern won't ever make it to the next day. But that gun turned out to be an exception. It didn't get any new wear and tear on it, and didn't even appear to have been fired. We were quite mystified as to what could have happened.
I suspect it came back because the weapon was already known to the guards.
You mean, a criminal was afraid the Marechaussee Phantom would use the shot marks to track them down? Maybe. But if that's the case, the culprit really took great care to avoid getting caught.
I didn't say anything about a criminal.
In Fleuve Cendre, knowing who was killed is as easy as knowing what clothes you're wearing today.
Wow, okay.
It's the guy living in the east side, isn't it? I've never liked him. Every time he's here, he just orders a drink and sits there with a nasty look in his eyes.
So, who was the one who lost the gun in the first place?
Don't bother. Even if you ask, he wouldn't admit to owning a gun to some strangers. Not to mention the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Yeah, I would imagine.
He's right.
I know you grew up here, Chevreuse. Even though you're on good terms with the Spina, you've still been gone too long. Not many people know you here now, and a lot of people don't like the Special Patrol.
I know.
So take my advice and don't show your face too much around here. It's for your own safety.
I'll come and go as I please, and I'm afraid I'll be appearing more often due to my work.
All right. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We love the shady bartender that has all the information. It's great.
What's all this? Some broken planks and barrels, as well as some liquor bottles?
Seems like a homeless person lives here.
Yes, but have a closer look, Paimon.
Hmm?
Even though somebody has purposefully tried to clean them up, these are obviously marks from musket bullets.
Yeah, because we know what musket bullet marks look like.
In other words, someone was here trying to improve their shot. They were using the barrels and bottles for target practice.
And that's what the loud noise is.
Could it have been the killer?
Your guess is as good as mine. Although many people at Fleuve Cendre own guns, few hide the fact from others. And even fewer would go to such lengths to hide markings from practice shots. Anyway, let's go. There might be more to this.
Alright, I don't know where we're going.
Seems like that's all we'll be able to uncover for today.
Okay, I see.
Paimon feels like we managed to learn a lot more here than up on the surface.
Yeah, typical the underbelly would give you more.
Assuming that everything we found is indeed connected to our suspect, then their timeline was probably something like this. A month ago, our suspect found a gun and took it home to disassemble it. Once he'd figured out its mechanics, he brought it back. In the following weeks, he used some parts to create his own makeshift musket and took it to the Fleuve Cendre for target practice. Then, a few days ago, he found his target and carried out the murder. Once the deed was done, he left a rainbow rose on the body, just like the scene in the novel.
That all makes sense to Paimon, but we're still no closer to figuring out the killer's identity.
About the guy who died, yeah, who?
The deceased was a resident of Fleuve Cendre. It's said that he was a poor, solitary man.
But if we're following the novel, shouldn't the guy have been a nobleman?
Yeah, that's also something I'm trying to figure out. If we are indeed following the novel, and there's a story behind the murder, then this murder should be an act of vengeance. But according to our investigation, the deceased didn't have any enemies. He was no saint, but no one's heard of a rival who hated him enough to shoot him dead, much less care to leave a rose on his body. What message is the killer trying to convey, and to whom exactly?
Could they be the novelist?
We've thoroughly investigated that possibility.
Oh, okay.
He claims to have spent the whole day at the Opera House on the day of the murder, and the staff there have confirmed his account.
Well, he's clear then. I mean,
Okay, so he has an alibi.
yeah.
Not only that, he lacks a credible motive as well. He has a family of his own, and both of his parents are still alive. I've looked into his records. He was adopted at the age of 6, and all the proper procedures were followed. There are also records of him at an orphanage before then. In the story, the mother of the 2 musketeers was murdered after the children turned 10. Of course, he could have changed the children's ages, but I don't want to assume anything without evidence. More importantly, I've also had a chat with him in person. He didn't seem like the kind of person who would pull the trigger to kill a man.
Then, what should we do now? We have all this new information, but it doesn't help us move forward.
Investigations take time. I didn't expect us to catch the culprit in just a single day.
Or make leaps and bounds into the investigation.
How
yeah.
about this? Let's spend the next few days filming with the crew. We can continue the investigation once we're done with the film. I'm sure that given time, new leads will present themselves.
Wait, but weren't you saying Intel is like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea just a moment ago? Wouldn't you just miss them if you were to stop looking?
Ah, but the book had more than one reference to the islands, Paimon.
Oh? What else did it say then?
As long as you spend enough time sailing through the fog, you'll eventually come across an island.
Alright. Part 2 complete. Or Act 2. Oh, hey.
What? Never thought that the captain of the security and surveillance patrol could come from the Fleuve Cendra?
I have to say I'm pretty shocked. I'm sure that wasn't easy.
You mean rising through the ranks? It was a struggle, for sure. But as long as you can distinguish yourself through your accomplishments and skills, you'll eventually be recognized for your worth. If you look at it another way, my life at Fleuve Cendra has actually taught me a lot of valuable skills.
Oh, I'm sure.
Skills like how to barter with criminals or how to think in their shoes. Of course, I'd appreciate it if you could keep this a secret between us.
What secret?
What? Never thought that the captain of this... Honestly, I'm pretty shocked too. There used to be a time when I thought I would never be able to join the guards.
Given where you come from,
But
yeah.
as long as you can distinguish yourself through your accomplishments, and
okay.
if you look at it another way, my life at Flip
Five
skills like how to barter with
yeah, okay.
Of course, I'd appreciate it if you could keep this a secret between us.
Like I said, what secret? I don't know what you're talking about. Alright. Well, that was fun. That ending part where where we didn't see anything. Anyway. Until part 3. Whenever I upload that. Until then. Later.